Everybody, this improv story is based on the idea. Man books holiday, let the story commence. Craig was stressed out his box with work. Booked himself a holiday because it's summer. He went, you know what? I'm just going to, on an impulse buy a holiday, impulse book a holiday, and I'll take a week off next week. He'd already booked it, and he was just going to be sitting about. He booked it in. At least he thought he did, but he was gonna. But he never did get around to it. He said he would, but he didn't officially do it. So he booked it for 2 weeks from the point that he booked it, and he thought, I'm not going to. I don't want to say to my boss just yet because he'll probably say no or some shit. He left it, buried his head in the sand. You should never do that. So he waited until it was the week before. It was like Thursday, and he was going to be taking the Monday to Friday after next week. He waited to the Thursday to say to his boss, "Say, just to let you know, I won't be in next week. I'm going away on holiday. And this is a team of about a workplace about 30 people." And his boss said, No, I don't think you are. He says, no, I don't mean, actually, His boss said, no, I don't think you booked that in. I've got you doing the schedule for next week. I know, but I'm telling you now, I'm not going to be in next week. I'm on holiday. I can't. That's too short notice. You're going to have to give at least 3 weeks. I know we don't have it official, but at least 3 weeks. It'll give us a good chance to get other people working on it. So you're right with maybe a couple of weeks after it. Craig went, I've booked it now. What have you booked? Got to Mallorca. And his boss went, it's booked, is it? Aye, next week. Oh, right. Craig, we really need you. I don't think we can get freelancers in that quick. You really need to tell us. It's really short notice. Listen, I'll have a word with it. It's Craig, I'll be honest with you, it's put us in a bit of a position here. I'll have a word with, right. I'll see if I can do it. He went away, came back. Craig, I'm really sorry, but we unless we have you here, we've not got anybody else who can do this, and we're gonna have to basically put the job on hold. And that's to go live next week. Well, I can show somebody how to do it. No, no. Remember, we need that done, and we need the stuff there done. Craig went, well, it's booked, and the boss went, well, could you cancel it? Craig went, I can't cancel it. It's paid for. If you cancel it, you probably will get the money back if you cancel it. I don't think I will. And the boss said, well, listen, Craig, what I'm willing to do is, if you cancel it, I'll pay for how much was it? 750. That's quite good actually. If you cancel it, we'll pay for half it. If you don't get any money back. So if you get at least half the money back, if you get some money back, I mean that's something. But I'm not paying for a lot of it because you really should have warned us. Craig went, I'm entitled to a holiday. The boss went, Craig, just calm down. I know you're entitled to a holiday. It's just too short notice. We can't get anybody in that time. Well, why don't I help? Craig, can you cancel it and then book it maybe in a few weeks? And Craig went, give us a wee minute. I just need to have a think about it. Have a think about it, aye. But you need to, have a think about it, aye. And Craig went away and messaged a pal. This is a pal that he would moan about all the time. What fucking work are you there? Fucking aye. What is it? What works? Fucking that holiday I booked. What, like you said, that they're no letting me have it. Just fucking say you're doing it. Pal was like, just say you're doing it. Just say you're doing it. Just say you're going on holiday and that's that. It's a fucking, they don't care. They don't know the intricacies of the argument. This pal of his. And Craig went, aye, you're right. And Craig came back and went, like emboldened, galvanised, and went, no, I'm going to stick with my original decision and I'm going to take the holiday. And the boss went, Craig, I'm sorry, but it's just too short notice. I've made my decision. I've made my decision. The boss went like, Craig, just calm down. I can see, you're kind of, I can see you're on edge just now, but I can't stop you for leaving. I can't stop you for leaving. But if you go on holiday, you're basically walking out of the company. And Craig went, how am I? I'm entitled to go on holiday. You're entitled, but I'll look it up. I mean, I've told you we try to play things a bit casually in here. We don't, you come in a bit late sometimes. Why are you bringing that up? You've said it's fine if I come in late sometimes, and Tiggy comes. I know, and they come in late. I know that's not the point. My point is, why are you bringing it up? You said it was all right. You can't now bring it up and say, no, I'm not getting you into trouble for being late. I'm just saying, we don't play it by the book in here. But it goes both ways, Craig. You can't take the piss. I'm not taking the piss. Don't swear at me. Craig, I'm not swearing at you, and I've heard you swear a lot worse than that in here. I know, but you're swearing at me. Craig, you know what? No, I was about to say go on holiday, but no. Craig, you can't go, mate. You're going to be dealing a fucking fatal blow. That is swearing at me. You're going to be dealing a fucking fatal blow at the fucking company if you go on holiday. Alright, so see when you go on holiday, Craig, I wouldn't bother coming back. Wait, he's sacking me. There won't be a job for you, mate. We're going to lose this. There won't be a job for you. Eventually. The client will go elsewhere. And we won't have as much money. And we won't have money for your wages. And you caused this. Well, my pal says, you fucking... Is this your pal John? Aye, John's an arsehole. I worked with John, remember? It was John that got him the job. See, John had left that place and John had got Craig the job, put a word in. That's my pal. Listen. Craig, go on holiday, but stay on it, mate. Stay on it. What you saying, you're getting us a sack? Aye, that's you, sacked. Aye, you're sacked. Mary was like that. What was this? No, sorry. Mary, what's going on here? Just calm down. Calm down, boys. What's going on? I told you, he's wanting to go, he's like saying he's going on holiday next week. Oh, he's entitled to go on holiday. Thanks. I mean, you booked it in, I take it you booked it in. Well, I'm booking it in the day. This is the first you've mentioned it? Said Mary. Aye, but you still got tomorrow to find somebody to do the work on the weekend. Mary went, I didn't know that. Craig, can't I just take a holiday, with it, just tell us on the Thursday you're taking the next week off. But you know what? All right, then I'll leave then. So this is your resignation then? Well, no, you're sacking me. I know, but you said you're leaving. Aye, because you're sacking me. I know you're trying to... if you sack me, I could take a tribunal and things like that. And Craig, let me just try and sort this out, said the boss. Let me just try and sort this out. Craig, cancel the holiday, right? I'll pay the whole lot. We'll pay the whole lot. Stay here next week, get the job done, and then take the week after that, right? So no next week, but the week after, right? Just book the holiday for the week after. Let me have a think about it. No, don't. Are you going to message John? Is that what that was? Yeah, just there. You message John. Aye. Just don't, right? There's a reason why John doesn't work here anymore. Just next week, work here. Week after, go on holiday, come back feeling refreshed, fantastic, get the job done. You still got your job. Everything's fucking fine. So you're threatening to sack me. I'll sack you right now. It's not a threat. It's not a threat. I'll just sack you. Mary went, just going to calm down the Perrys. Well, Mary, how would you deal with it? Mary went, Craig, can you just see sense here? I'm allowed my holiday. Just then, the whole time, there was a guy sitting there called Steg. And he was sitting there the whole time. And he stood up and went, he's dead. Nobody's asked. What's that, Steg? Nobody's even noticed. He's dead. My uncle. And then these have asked, oh, did your uncle die? Oh, sorry to hear that. I remember you saying that he wasn't well. Aye, well, he's dead. Nobody's asked. Oh, I didn't know. Didn't know that. Do you want to take the day off or something? No, he's been dead for about a month now. Nobody's asked. Sorry, but we didn't know. Can we talk about that a wee bit later? And then Steg went like that. Here, check this out. And there was a fork sitting on a plate because he'd got himself a lemon tart for the bakeries around the corner, and he was eating it with a fork. And he took a fork and went, here, check this out. And he rammed the fork into Craig's neck and held it in. And went, is that dealt? Is that sorted it out? Everybody was all screaming, running about. Is that sorted it out? No tribunal. No small claims court shite. No industrial action. No, you don't even need to look for a job anymore because you don't need a job when you're dead. Had it right in his throat and was wriggling it about the jugular. Make sure it's right tore up. No surgeon, no the best surgeon in the world could fucking stitch this up. And the boss hooked Steg. Didn't knock him out or anything like that. This isn't the fucking films. This is real life. Mary grabbed Steg round the throat like that, dragged him down, managed to get him down, managed to get the knife off him, got him down, phoned the police and the ambulance. One of our team has stabbed another one. Fork, did I say fork? It's a fork. Knife, did I say? Hold on. It was a fork. Did I say knife? It wasn't. No. So it wasn't a knife. Oh, there was a. He was also holding a knife, but he hadn't used the knife. But he managed to grab the knife before he used that. The fork. She grabbed the fork as well. He had a knife in the other hand. Let's get that knife out before he starts using that. Let's get a knife out the way. And then she went, right, now let's move on to the fork, which is the weapon that he actually used. got him in the ground, they phoned the police and the ambulance, the whole lot. Send the fire brigade as well, said the boss. And where is the fire? Just send send all three. May as well send all three. Police, ambulance, fire brigade. Send all three. You may as well. If you're going to do two, you may as well do a lot. Send a lot. And then so that they didn't get into trouble, the boss did actually start a fire in case they turned up. And went, where's the fire? And there wasn't a fire, and he got done for like wasting ambulance, fire brigade time. So he started a fire. Unfortunately, they couldn't get out because of the fire. He started it at the door. He started the fire at the door so that when the fire brigade did turn up, it would be hard for him to get in to ask him how did the fire start because there's a fire in the way. And you would think, well, the fire brigade can put the fire out and then he'll come in and ask questions. That's the fucking purpose. But they started the fire, they couldn't get out, and they died of smoke inhalation. But Craig, who was knocked out, Craig was actually alright. It was terrible what happened. The rest of them, they all died of smoke inhalation. But because Craig was lying on the ground, did you know that when you lie on the ground, they used to show this on the telly, when you lie on the ground, there's less smoke on the ground. Did you know that? Did you know that? There's less smoke on the ground. The downside is he didn't die of smoke inhalation, but he was knocked out with a loss of blood, and he died with the heat. So it was a bastard. So the ambulance turned up, the fire brigade turned up, and the police turned up. And they all high-fived each other like, yes, a tripler. That's what they call it in the services. A tripler. When all three of them all meet up. The three teams. They all do a kind of wee triangle sort of high-five thing. Them there. And then the next lot there. And the next lot there. Tripler. And they were too busy doing that. That's why everybody died. That's why the ambulance didn't get in. The fire brigade didn't put the fire out to let them in. And the police couldn't jail Craig. Because they were too busy going like that. With the high-fiving. And because there's no end of the life... the life... what do you call them? The coastal lot. What are they called? Jail Craig, aye. He fucking stabbed somebody. Coast Guard. Because they weren't there. And because they're not there, they sing a wee song about them. With a high-fiving. Sailor went to TCC, CCC, and all that it is TCC. It wasn't the CCC. I did that to CCC. Deep blue CCC, and all that it could TCC. The bottom of the deep blue CCC. And they did that while the whole place went up in fucking flames. Craig bled to death up there. And got burnt. The coroner was asked after it, what happened first? Did they bleed to death? Or did they burn? And the coroner went like that. Give us a wee second. And he walked round the corner and he came back and he went, I've had to think about it. He bled to death first, actually. Alright, thank you very much for your expertise. You're welcome. And that was that. And I was put down in the death certificate. No COVID. Not COVID. You know what the sickening thing is? See when he walked through the corner? The thing is, he couldn't actually decide. You know what he did? He flipped a coin. That's how he decided how Craig died. He flipped a coin. He just flipped a coin. What sort of fucking... Then he died with no dignity. The end. Craig died without dignity. He just flipped a coin. And that there is a true story, believe it or not. You just thought I was just making that up. That's actually a true story. How do I know? That coroner was me.